So talk to me a little bit about the beginning of Peace Love World. So you and Frank split up and you started having these love parties.
So yes, I had love parties, but I think while we were still together. I don't remember when the first love party was.
What was the inspiration behind the love parties?
That we are all my friends are all working women, and our families, our universes, surrounded around the universe of our family. And I just decided we need to take, my son was born on Valentine's Day, which is crazy. He was due on Valentine's Day and born on Valentine's Day.
Frankie or Chris?
Frankie.
Okay.
And, I was always kind of love chick my whole life. So love chick had a love child.
Of course she did.
Anyway, I decided that a week after Valentine's, I was going to get all my friends together and we were going to celebrate each other and life and just have like this one day that is just about us. And it started very innocent. I went to Costco, hired a bartender, and my mother went, my grandmother went, my mother-in-law went. I mean, nobody wanted to come back of that generation for years to come because we got a little wild.
Crazy, right?
But they got wilder and wilder. But it was like this night with great music, and whether it was pole dancing or riding a bull or whatever it was, we had this one day that we just had a great time and let loose. And women around women without men around are so much more themselves than they are when a man is around, because you're not really trying to impress anyone. So it started with the Peace Love World symbols, with I am love, with things like that. And then one year I did I Love Alina, because I'm like, if I love you and you're coming to my party, you have to love me too. So the tablecloths, everything was I Love Alina.
Okay.
Anyway, this love party was a big part of my brand and where I am today, because in aviation, I had this guy, my computer guy, and I was like, I really didn't know how to use Illustrator and all that. And by the way, Lourdes, I was a master back then. And I would go home every night on Illustrator, do things, and I would go to Ivan, help me do this, help me do that. And I created Peace Love World subconsciously. I did not have a plan. I really thought that I was going to do this quietly, behind scenes, no phone, no people.
Mostly for your girlfriends?
Just, I don't know.
Okay.
It was just a feeling.
Okay.
And anyway, I had the three symbols. Everything was going to be black and white, no phone, just a website.
The black was for strength, the red was for love, the white was for?
No.
No.
The red was for love and energy.
Okay.
And black and white was because I did not want to do color.
Perfect.
Okay. So then I give my cousin a birthday party, and I was looking at the three symbols, and I just always felt something was missing, but I couldn't put my finger on it, but it wasn't ready yet. You know how you just know?
Yeah.
Designers, we really work from intuition and from just when you know, you know. And I'm like, something's missing here. Anyway, I have a party for my cousin. My girlfriend, Janet, makes me a shirt for my cousin's birthday. She goes, I made you something that reminds me of you. And she put I am love on the shirt. I still have that shirt. I said, oh my God, this is what's missing. So I am peace, I am love, I am happiness, I am blessed, and then I am chaos because,
that's my normal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My normal too.
Right.
Anyway, and the brand was alive. That's how it all began. And when we sold our company, all my friends were losing everything. It was 2008.
Oh yeah, the financial crisis.
Everybody was losing everything. When I got our wire transfer in, I literally stood behind a door with my assistant and Frank, took a picture and said, yay.
Okay.
Didn't change anything about my life.
Yeah.
And said, yay. Didn't want to tell people. I just sold my company. This is like the biggest achievement of my life. Couldn't really celebrate.
You had survivor's remorse because your friends were all, they were all filing for bankruptcy.
I mean,
you got a huge wire transfer.
And I got a huge wire transfer.
So you couldn't celebrate your exit. I mean, this is what a lot of founders and creators dream of, is the exit, going public, something.
Literally took a picture behind
a door,
which was Alejandra's office. It's now my brother's office. Behind a door, like, yay, I need to find that picture.
Wow.
And really just stared at it for a while. And then I went across the street and I started Peace Love World. I said I was going to go to Tahiti with men carrying my bags and the whole bit.
Right.
That never happened. I went across the street in an industry that I know nothing of, and I started Peace Love World.
That same day?
Pretty much that same day, that same week, that same moment. We had an empty warehouse building and we started there. I went to my first show. Aviation shows, you just network. You meet people, you have the units up, you did it. But in fashion ones, you take orders.
There on the spot.
I didn't even have to order forms.
So you had no idea what you were walking into.
No.
You just had T-shirts with logos and words on them.
But I tell you what, I was selling my house in Pinecrest, and I hadn't moved because my kids were like devastated letting go of the house. I had bought a house on the beach in the water.
I remember that house.
And it's funny, I actually didn't buy anything new after I sold.
Okay,
because I was already in transition. So that house, people started wanting the craze. The kids at Gulliver, they were doing $85,000 a trunk show with all this American Apparel printed merchandise.
Yes.
And it just went viral and crazy. And when the celebs got a hold of it, it just went worldwide crazy. And I think that what I learned from that moment is that everybody was starving for something.
Yeah.
And probably including myself, because, everything you do starts with you.
Right.
You
solved your own problem. You created the thing you wished existed.
Right.
And then you found out, oh, wow, this wasn't just for me.
Right.
This was for the world.
And, I can freely really say today that I operate from a place of love.
Yeah, you do.
I'm really, my heart is humongous. And I'm an empath, which is not a great thing because you feel everything and everyone around you. And it was a hard thing, but I love this creation of what we did. My family was such a big part of it.
Your kids grew up in the business.
My kids grew up in the business.
And they were proud of their mom.
They were, I think they're
all
proud. Maybe you should have them on your podcast and ask them.
Mia, call me.
I'd like to know what they say. So yeah, and here we are now. And can I pivot into how art moment?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we started out early, though, because Ray was still playing for the Miami Heat.
Yes.
So we had met, I think, at one of the Gulliver marketplaces where you were there taking orders.
Yes.
I was there with my first ever
with her passion. And
my passion, my enthusiasm. I had like a little grown farmer's market stand. This was like 11, 12 years ago.
Yes.
We didn't have a physical location. We were building out. We would pop up in people's parking lots and just start making omelets and giving out free food. That's how we built our groundswell.
I mean.
And then you did this photo shoot for the Miami Heat, which was Peace, Love, Heat.
Right.
And so you invited me.
Yeah, we got the Heat. We got
all the wives and girlfriends.
We got the NBA contract. We did the Dallas Cowboys.
You had the Oprah contract. You worked with Pharrell Williams. I Am Happy.
Yes, Coke.
Everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere.
And so you invited me to come and I did a photo shoot with you and you had all of us. I think you had everyone. You had Heidi Badia, you had me, I think you had Janine, I think you had Savannah, I think you had Adrian Bosch.
Forget about all these moments.
All of us.
Down memory lane.
Yes, and so we had all this great I Am Heat stuff. And by the way, we won a championship that year.
Yes.
So then I was like, I need gift bags. We were doing baskets.
Oh, just like we did your wall?
Yes.
So Andy from the Heat, we were like with
out
our
Andy.
printing stands waiting. If the Heat won, we had this huge order to make, pulled an all-nighter. I mean, we really, like you, we work like animals.
Do whatever it takes.
Do whatever it takes.
Never say no. You can't.
Never say no.
So we became friends then, though.
No, but we became friends the second I met you. We did. We have a lot of the similar energy. We both live making our family a priority, number one.
Yeah. Faith.
We don't really. Faith is
God is
the number
at the
one.
center, the focus,
and
all of it.
All of it. And every year, my faith is bigger and deeper. And I mean, I don't know how anyone can live a life without faith because it's really. I was listening to a podcast, Jordan. I can't remember his last name, but you have to listen to it. He's amazing. But he talks a lot about that. How you just can't have happiness without faith. And I don't even think that you can truly have true success without it either. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, I definitely believed a lot and my journey has just made me, I don't know if it's age or journey or friendships, but there's a lot of things that elevate your faith even more and even working around people that have a lot of faith.
Absolutely.
Yeah.